26 years ago, in 1983, Hillary and I had the amazing good fortune at a very different point in our lives when neither of us could have imagined we'd be standing on a stage like this today, to meet a young man named Muhammad Yunus. He actually came to our state and helped us to organize the first rural microcredit bank, still the largest one in the country, that Hillary and I raised the money for. I thought this man would change the world, and no person in the world was happier than I was when, as not so young man, he won the Nobel Prize. Today, I want to welcome another young man here, Andrew Kuper, the president and founder of something called LeapFrog Investments, that is quickly becoming the insurer to the poor. Just like Yunus, he's first out of the gate. He is the first micro insurance funder in the world. LeapFrog invests in insurance businesses that serve low-income people in Asia and Africa. He aims to reach 25 million vulnerable people in the next 10 years. He founded this company just 2 years ago and built this Profit with Purpose fund with emerging market CEOs and insurance experts. LeapFrog's team is widely recognized as having opened up a new frontier in microfinance and alternative investment, and I'd like for him to say a few words to you. Andrew.
Mr. President, my fellow changemakers, it's an honor today to report on the progress of LeapFrog's commitment to insure the world's poor. In wealthy and developing countries alike, millions of people lie uninsured at night, worrying they will lose everything. Imagine you are an Indian woman who falls ill, and in order to go to the hospital, the costs would bankrupt your family. Imagine you are the African farmer who wants to plant a new crop, triple your family's income, but the 1 in 20 chance of failure will mean that your children starve. Would you take that risk? Microinsurance, insurance sold for as low as $1, can save and change these lives. The Indian woman can go to hospital, the African farmer can plant a new crop, what we saw here today. The amazing thing is it's profitable. It is being sold profitably. People are willing to pay for microinsurance. We hear the statistic, $5 a day people live on. Well, that's $150 a month. Wouldn't you pay $1 or $2, 1-2% of your income to protect your family against the worst depredations? In fact, there's a billion-person market for microinsurance, and it's only 3% penetrated. It's good business. And so, last year, my partners and I committed at CGI to launch the world's first microinsurance fund. This fund will raise $100 million and invest in microinsurance businesses in Africa and Asia, reaching 25 million people, and 15 million of them are women and children. Well, I'm glad to tell you that despite the strongest financial headwinds in about 70 years, we raised $44 million in less than a year, backed by the likes of the European Investment Bank, the Omidyar Network, Triodos, FMO, Axion, and that our investment approach promises to transform the landscape of countries like India, South Africa, Kenya, Ghana, Indonesia, the Philippines. For those 25 million clients, LeapFrog means the ability to leap out of poverty permanently. For our portfolio companies, LeapFrog means leaping to the next stage of growth and of social impact. For our investors, LeapFrog does mean a new frontier for microfinance investment. It means not having to choose between money and meaning. Mr. President, LeapFrog has built a bridge between profit and purpose, and we thank you and CGI for standing behind us. Today, with 1,000 global leaders and the Secretary of State, I think we show the possibilities inherent in a different kind of investment, a different kind of business. It's time to open the gates of the capital markets to businesses that serve low-income people with financial services, that help them get out of poverty, that help those farmers you saw. We call for the launch of 100 LeapFrogs, 100 partnerships with LeapFrog. We ask you too to think big and to take the leap. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.